Right, yeah, so there's 64 different combinations of triplet that you can have. But, Blommers, because I know that you're paying attention, how many different amino acids do we use in our body? 20. 20. Yeah, you said that without moving your lips, Blommers. There are only 20 amino acids. So why have 64 different triplets?
Just in case.
Just in case of what?
Is it some malfunction?
Yeah. What do we call a malfunction of your DNA?
Mutation.
Mutation. All right.
Like gingers.
Huh?
Like gingers. They have a mutated gene. Oh, green eyes. Green eyes is a mutated gene.
But look, guys, every difference, every allele is a mutation at some point. There was the original allele for, like, say, black hair, and then there were mutant forms of that. And eventually we end up with Ben, the blonde hair.
You freak.
But,
It's getting into the X-Men kind of thing.
so, 64 different combinations, which means that some amino acids have got more than one triplet that codes for them. Some amino acids have got 4 different triplets that code for them. Can you think of a reason why they would have more than one triplet?
To make people different.
Blocking one of the triplets from working, then the other ones would still allow.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but I don't know of any mechanism like that inhibits the triplets, but it might well be. Think about this. Let's put a string of DNA up on the board. We've got 80. All right, okay. So we so
Not very varied, is it?
We've got a string of DNA there, possible string of DNA. Let's say that when this DNA is being copied during cell division, this base here gets substituted for a T. We've changed the triplet, haven't we? Right? But doesn't mean that we've changed the amino acid that it codes for, because some amino acids have more than one triplet. It's like a defense mechanism against mutations. The DNA becomes mutated, but because there's more than 2 or sometimes 3 or 4 triplets that code for the same amino acid, it means that the amino acid stays the same in the polypeptide, which is important if your polypeptide happens to be involved in something like respiration. Because if there's a mutation in the DNA that controls the enzymes that control respiration, and those enzymes don't work anymore, then that means that cell is dead. So important to have defences against mutation. Mutations are fairly rare events, but they do happen. A code like this, where you've got more combinations than you need, is called a degenerate code. And I don't know why it's called a degenerate code. So can you find for me on your iPads a table showing the genetic code, and make sure that it's not an RNA code, make sure that it's a DNA code.